So, a question that came up quite often was, hey, Holle, can you make some backtests? Can you create some set files? And of course, I'm always there to give new set files, give new ideas, because it's my IA. Obviously, EA, obviously, I will um, need to present my ideas, but um, as soon as you have a funded account, you need to have a unique strategy and a unique set file. If a prop firm sees that you use the same set file as somebody else, they can see this because you will open and close the same trades at the same time. They will ban your account. They will remove the access to it. So it's important that you learn how to backtest, and I will give you a look now into it. And yeah, so let's start. You will open, of course, your terminal. Usually this is the normal view, the standard view. We don't need this because we will not actually trade right now. So we close, we click on, everything's in German, Ansicht. You click on View and Strategy Tester. And yeah, this window will open. We can maximize this. You see I'm testing quite often. You go onto Settings, and here you choose which EA you want to test. So in my case, in our case, it's the Holy Banker. Next thing is you choose the symbol. I will start by gold because gold is my preferred market and it's where the Holy Banker works best. So we choose gold. Time frame doesn't matter. You can choose whichever you like. The time frame will be chosen by the EA in this section. So whatever time frame you choose here, this is where the EA will trade. So this is just for viewing purposes. Let's stay with 5 minutes. The date. Date need to be customized. Now some people want to test for a year or even more time, and I can tell you there's no sense. The longer the time period, the more different market conditions you have inside. And if you remember the Corona, uh, what kind of heavy spikes have been there, um, this is not the market conditions right now. It's totally different. Market is slowly moving. It's end of the year. You don't have that much liquidity and volume in the market. So what we need and where we test is recent market moves. Like the last 2, maximum 3 months. I don't go more into the past because it's no sense that the market was different, different participants in the market, um, different political stories happened. Remember the Ukrainian war? Well, it's still going on, but when it started, the volatility of gold was huge and you couldn't really trade it. That's when I started the multi-currency approach. Now the market is much more relaxed. Everybody's used to what is happening. Yeah, so what I recommend is choose 2 or 3 months, not more. And like this, you have the most recent volatility and you can stay up to date. It's important that when you have a set file, you update it sometimes. You cannot test one file and use it for half a year because again, market will change. You need the most recent news. Okay, much talking. Um, so we can stay here with October 1st until today. It's the 25th of November. Forward test. So what I also do is forward test. I usually choose 1/3. Um, Forward test, what does it mean? Back test means we choose the last 2 months, and in those 2 months, if we click here, no, it will check that last 2 months. Hey, how did it run? And if you choose the forward test, it will test from this date, 1st of October until 6th of November. Then it will stop, reset, and begin from your equity starting point. And from there, it will test again. This is very important later when you run an optimization, because the optimization will run from this date to this date. This is where it will calculate thousands of different settings. And when it's done calculating, um, it will then forward test from this date to this date. This helps your set file to be more robust because it's not just a theoretical set file, it also has been tested, a forward test in the past. Hopefully you can understand it's quite an important feature and I really recommend you to use it. It makes the backtesting more difficult, but also the set files, like I told you, they're more robust. They, how to explain? Yeah, like they are stronger. They are not just theoretical numbers and calculated until the very 100% best set file. They are really just working. My recommendation, that's how you should do it. And it's also why you have this feature inside the MetaTrader. Yeah. Verzögerung, this is kind of a delay ping. I never use this. I know there is a ping, but I don't test with it. Modellierung is there are different kinds of depth on how accurate the test should be. We choose the most accurate, which is every tick like is a real tick. Don't choose this one because that's not perfect. It's wrong. It will give very different results. We choose this one. Einlage is the balance. So whatever kind of account you want. Let's take a 50K account. And yeah, optimization, we deactivate this. I will show you later what it is. If anything is too fast, what I explain, you can always pause the video or later write me in a chat, hey, Holla, I didn't understand this. Can you make a short video again for this? And of course I will do. So, you have many different settings. To start with one, you can always go to the set files area on the Google Drive, download one file, and this is what we did. Load a set file. You right click here, you load a set file, downloads, and yeah. Earlier I was talking about how to load the EA with this set file from Orion, so we will take this one again. And yeah, now we have this inside and we can start running it. When you click on Start Test, it will now start, and you can see here in the bottom diagram, you can see how it was performing. It takes some time. Here in the bottom you see the day, how it was performing, and the total profit. And you can keep it running. Yeah. This takes some time depending on how fast your PC is. You can see here in agents, a single backtest like I'm running now always uses one core. That's why it's so slowly. You can see the status here. Later I have some computers at home here to make backtests because it's much faster like this. When you run an optimization, you can use all of your computers at home. It will use all cores. And even if you want to, I don't recommend it. You can use the MQL5 cloud network. What is this? This is when you, like me, I could now offer all my cores, all my computers to the MQL5 network. So whenever somebody wants to backtest, they can connect to my computer, use my CPU, and pay a little bit for it. I did this, and when you use this, this is super expensive. You have different continents, and in just 2 minutes you will spend like $100. It's super fast, yes, but don't do it. I don't recommend. Be patient. Maybe get a second or third computer. They don't need to be super fast. Like, look at my hardware. It's kind of shit. Yeah, but still, anyway, it works. Yeah. So here you see the first backtest. This is the finished Z file from Orion. Let's stop it here. You see it's growing. Those peaks are drawdowns. Always happening. You cannot avoid them. Yeah. So now when I tell you to adjust the set files, you have different options. You can start playing around, just test around. The first section, not too important. For backtests, I recommend turn the toolbox off. Why? Because the toolbox works as a comment with different rows. And for MetaTrader to comment something, takes a lot of resources. So for backtesting, I always turn this off. You can change the spread, of course, but not so important here. Um, what has an impact is the log profit, so where the colored lines are when the trading stop loss should kick in. So you can run single back tests, which means, hey, I don't want it to be 5.2. I want it to be, what happens if I put maybe 10? So $10 away, which is pretty far away, and the trailing stop loss $2 away. And then you could click again, test, start test. So now it will run again with different settings. But of course, you can also already imagine, hey, oof, what a big profit. It made almost 2K. Yeah, this is not just lucky. I didn't do anything. It will probably hit equity protection and fall. Anyway, you see, making single back tests, there's not much sense. So what you need to do is run an optimization and let the computer try out different combinations. And I will show you now how to do that. Let's stop this right here. Um, so we go back to settings, and this is what I talked about earlier, optimization. You have deactivated, you have the slow algorithm, the fast one, generic one, and the last one is it will make this optimization for all your symbols in the market overview. We choose slow full algorithm, and here you have different criterias. We choose the one in the bottom, complex criteria. Okay, this is what you need, and the result will be a table, and the best result is 99.99, and there until zero, of course. So um, now that we chose this one, it enables us to tick different boxes and untick them. What does it mean? What is happening when you do this? When I do this log profit, it means, hey, this is a line that I want you to test. I want you to start testing from 5 um, until 10 with a step of 1. So when I would click start test, it would now start running this EA from the period, starting with a log profit of 5. When this test finished, start with the next one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can later see a full table on all the different combinations and the result, of course. So, but with one, it's not enough. Um, you could also tick the trailing stop loss. Hey, I wanted to, yeah, test from 1 to 3 with a step of 2. It's 2 combinations, and here we had 6 combinations. So, of course, to know the total number of runs, it is multiplied. So 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So you already have 12 runs, which will be used. Now you have to be careful because this number can get quite high. I usually test about 2 to 4,000 different combinations, and inside this you will find something that looks interesting, and then you take this set file and test it a little more, and then usually I publish it. Yeah. What else can you test? Those two parts, of course, lot size and lot size exponent. You know what, if you watch the tutorial, you know what this is doing. The lot size will always be multiplied by the exponent. So this is something that you can adjust. The pip size and pip size exponent. The equity stop loss, if you like, also the daily profit close, and also the indicator settings. Um, I will make a new video now on where I will look deeper into those settings, and I will also show you a finished table where you can see some backtest results.